Oh, well, hello, it is Tease. Good day. Good afternoon, good evening. Hope all are well. Hope all are safe. And I would like to say, I don't know what it is, but I don't know if it's these days or just in general, but for some reason, people, they just live these very dangerous lifestyles, to say the least. And I guess I'll start with the whores and whoremongers to work my way down to myself. So as far as that, we'll just start with the whores and whoremongers, because I mean, there's other things you can do to come up short, but as far as living the whores and whoremonger lifestyle, and I can only say that here because it's like here it's just like the whores and whoremongers are out of control. Like everywhere, you can't go to Disneyland without running into a whore or whoremonger, and that's to say the least. Because like I said, there's more issues out here, but and I only say that because you'll think like, oh well, these hoes are winning these days, or these whoremongers are winning because they tend to be on top of the game of the people who don't know what the hell's going on. As far as relationships, or as far as what's going on in the streets, and who is who, and who's messing with who, and who's married and who ain't, and who got that shit and who don't, and I only say that because you get these men and women, they'll go right to the streets to do their dirt, and will go right back to their damn significant other, and to me that's just the most, not only is it trifling, because something about being trifling too will get you to come up short too, but just to be trifling and reckless. And for a small part of me, and I almost wanted to co-sign for it, I'm like, yeah, damn, these hoes be winning. You know the saying, hoes be winning? And I'm talking to these sound effects, because it's, every time I want to get something out, the fucking sound effect kicks in. But, you know the saying, oh, these hoes be winning. And I'm thinking like, okay, so these hoes, they be winning because they're literally, and not necessarily winning as far as in general, I mean winning as far as knowing what the hell's going on in the streets and knowing who is who. Like, okay, that's a politician or that's a police officer, that dude's married, that woman's married, she got that shit, he got that shit. You see what I'm saying? But I only say that because I was thinking of like married men and women, or men and women who are just faithful and just want to just do the right thing, and so, and maybe they're even labeled as boring, but you get these men and women who they'll hit the streets, they'll take to the streets to do their dirt, and like I say, you'll get that married man or that man who know he has a good woman at home, and he will hit the streets and lay up with this woman who literally just got done. Now, mind you, there's a woman that's literally, mind you, she's up the street, she's on the boulevard. So she just hops out of a car and probably has another married or a utilized man's special sauce still in her and on her. She hops in the car with you and you do the same thing, and then not only that, when you get done, you take that shit right back to your wife. And I'm thinking like, what in the F? Even with that whole polygyny shit, I don't fully disagree with it, but to me I just feel like if I'm in a polygamous relationship, hell, I might as well be on a damn boulevard. You just see how easily, just that little scenario that I told you about, that lady that jumped into car A and then jumped into car B, just that simple transaction of laying with that next man, that man just basically slept with everybody in LA. And gonna take that shit right back to his wife. And I'm thinking, so the wife, while you at home looking stupid, then your husband want to give you what he just gave you off the boulevard. Now you're riddled with AIDS, and the only thing you've been doing was sitting at home. So I'm thinking like, if you gonna get AIDS and you about that life anyway, then you might as well have your ass on the track. If that's the damn, you gonna get AIDS, earn your damn AIDS. There's nothing worse than you getting your AIDS when your husband brought it to you after a long night. You know, you see what I'm saying? So it's like, that's my only issue with the whole polygyny thing. I know it don't have to be said in a whore's mindset, but basically, if we're all sleeping, if you're sleeping with a man who has more than one woman that you don't know about, And then it's kind of like, he's hoeing, and you might as well be hoeing, because if you're gonna be getting all the dander, uh, you, I don't know. And like I said, that was the only part of me, like the small part of me, like, well, these hoes be winning, probably because they know, but no, you ain't winning nothing, because dying of AIDS and getting strangled and left in the river, there's nothing celebratory about that. And like I said, that was only a small small part of me that felt that way, because I'm thinking like, damn, that's why you gotta know who the hell you're dealing with. Honestly, and I would rather just be by myself with a bunch of cats, to tell you the truth. That might be the safest place for me, because I can't imagine being married and I'm at home tending to the house and having dinner ready by 5, and my husband literally picking up whores off the side of the road, to say the least. And like I said, these whores don't have to be on the side of the road. They're in the strip clubs, they're at work, you know what I'm saying, they're everywhere. But and the crazy thing, I see a lot. I speak on things I see a lot. And trust me, I've seen the tapes, and that's probably why I have a lot to say about men. Trust me, I've seen the tapes, and yeah. All I'm saying is, now when it comes to me, that's like that. Literally, that what I seen with that whole sharing prostitutes, or you want to go hit the streets to do your dirt, or go to the strip club to do your dirt, when you know you gotta have decent women at home. To me, I think that qualifies to lose 7 grams. Yeah. Literally, I'm at home on the straight and narrow, keep my damn legs closed and drying up, and you're literally laying up a prostitute, and they're gonna bring that shit home. Yeah, just the thought of it, I'm like, Yeah, but that's a good way to lose 7 grams. And if you don't know what 7 grams is, just remember that souls weigh 7 grams. Yeah, but I was very disturbed by that. Just even seeing that transaction. And like I say, I only say the whole. I speak in the aspect of LA because I'm in LA, but I mean, this happens anywhere. I'm sure that tape probably wasn't in LA, but this is the shit that goes on. And like I say, these whores and whoremongers, they'll know what's going on out there in the streets. So if I go out in the street to do my dirt, the streets are gonna know. And when I go back home and play dumb, like I've been a pastor this whole time, and really I've been out there whoring on the boulevard, the streets know that. You see what I'm saying? The streets know what the hell's going on, so they seem to be more up on the loop than the spouses, or than the significant others. I'm saying, but who's ever living that trifling lifestyle? Like, I promise you, that might be a better way of losing 7 grams than just a straight bullet to the head. I'm just telling you that right now. Yeah, cause some of the stuff, this trifling stuff that these people be doing, just simple being trifling is enough to lose 7 grams. But that's, collecting dander and taking it home to your spouse, or your significant other, and beyond trifling. Yeah, so really that's why I just keep to myself, because I'm thinking right now I'm just getting to the point where it's just like, yeah, I know for sure, yeah, I would not handle that well. Especially if there are diseases and children involved. Oh. Man. You ever went to the weed man? But like, let me get 7 grams. I'm like, yeah. That's... yeah. 7 grams. Oh, man. But yeah, y'all, we just... We're living in a sick world. Sick. Yeah, and that's just to say the least. And that's not to count the men and women who live the double lives. You know, you laying up with men and women. And then, yeah, but I'm just like, that whole just being reckless and having that gutter sex. That's another thing too. These people, they get these whores from the gutter, like the gutters of the strip club, the gutters of the streets. Men and women, it's just, and then there's no telling what they've been doing, how long they've been doing it. Like, you've been selling your ass for maybe 10 years now, and there's no, you probably done had every disease in the book. But then, like, it's again, these people are literally, they're not just laying up with you. I'm just gonna sleep with you, mess with you secretly. You know, they're raw dogging and getting these mugs. Half of these women on the boulevard are pregnant by the police. But then here they are, people raw dogging these mugs and taking that shit back home. I'm just like, man. Now I know for sure. Now I can promise you right now, that's warranted to lose 7 grams. If I call myself in a relationship and you're on the boulevard, one way or the other, oh hell, if I'm on the boulevard, it comes with the territory. Yeah, but to me though, like I said, I only mention the whole polygyny thing because it's like with these men, they want their cake and eat it too. Like, I have you, you're a good woman, but maybe every Wednesday I go either to the boulevard or strip club or go lay up with my ex. But it's like, if I don't know about the other women, because sister wives are like, oh, okay, well that's my husband's wife number 3, or that's my husband's new girlfriend, or that's my husband's boyfriend, whatever the hell the case may be. We all know about each other, and that's what makes it polygyny or polygamy or whatever the hell it is. We know about each other, so I know on Wednesday he's with you, and Thursday he's with me. So that explains why he's not here or why he's not picking up. But they don't really. It doesn't really work like that. Like I say, they're not gonna tell you, because some people will think like, well, damn, I know if I tell you I got a girlfriend or a boyfriend, or if I'm married, you gonna hit the corner, and most of the time that is what's gonna happen. Because like I say, I don't share penises. I don't give a damn how good and tempting it is, you know, to where everybody's all over and you just can't get these women's off you. You need to go in the section of these women that don't mind sharing, because that's one thing I don't do. Yeah, to me that'll just be dangerous anyway. I don't blend well with females, and B, I don't share, and C, I keep the dander. Keep the dander. Because it's all about penises. You can order a cold plastic penis offline. It's not that serious. Warm that shit up in microwave and just yeah, that sharing dander and spreading disease, and yeah, just don't end up losing 7 grams out here, y'all. All right, be safe.